Welcome back, everyone. This week I'm at Baxter. This week I wanted to... Well, I was planning to go for a ride on Saturday, but unfortunately there was some thunderstorms, so the plan that I had to go meet up with some other guys kind of fell through because of the weather, which is a bit of a shame. I think we were going to go to RJ's, and I was going to get some tips, top tips on how to ride better, because I sure as hell could use it. So I was like, well, Sunday's come around. I'm going to just go out for a bit of a ride because I haven't planned anything with anyone else. I'm just going to go to the local, the closest one to the city, Baxter, because it's only 55 minutes away, and I didn't really want to go to the Ganny and pay $30 just to ride around a place that apparently is still all pretty messed up. And also I just know Baxter, and I know there's lots of people here, so if anything ever goes wrong by myself, I'm fairly confident I'll see someone come by. So this week, what I was practicing was just being constantly in the riding position, and I'm trying to keep my elbows up. The riding position? The attack position. And there's one of the guys I saw in the car park, a guy called Steve. I don't know if he wanted me to film him, so there's no footage of me filming. We rode together for a little while, and now I'm ahead of him, so I'm just riding ahead of him. Nice guy, chat for a while. Yeah, he's cool. He's an elderly gentleman, but you would never have guessed. I looked at him, I would have swore he was like 45 at most, but no, he's well into his 60s, so that's fair play to him coming out for a ride. Loves it seems. Anyway, yeah, so today I'm practicing just really trying to get the bike leant over using my elbows while standing up, really get that butt hanging out off the side, wiggling it in the opposite directions to try and help myself control the bike better. Today, because it thunderstormed the day before, the dirt was absolutely immense. I felt like I almost had near infinite grip. I don't. I crashed a few times because I was practicing stuff. Usually what happened was I got a clip later on, right at the end of this. This is just going to be a whole single trail, but I think what happened was I was going through a corner, and then what I was using as a berm, the berm just kind of blew out on me, and I just go fucking flying. I also, right about now, start to notice, I've been riding for 15 minutes now, and I start to notice that my clutch is going. I think it's been going for quite some time. It's just been getting further, so the bite point starts at the same point, but the actual engagement point is getting further and further and further away. So I think it's burning out slowly. I mean, I don't know, is 130 hours on a clutch, 140 hours on a clutch good? Maybe, probably. So I'll get a kit ordered. I sent a message to Lang to ask which one to get, because I'm not really sure. They got a bunch of kits on there. They'll reply tomorrow. They're really, really fast at replying, so within office hours. Although sometimes they do reply outside, which is a bit of a surprise. But yeah. So I'll get a new clutch. I'm sure it's just the plates are going. It's a wear part. My bite point's getting a little bit far out, and it's causing me to whiskey throttle a little bit, because obviously I'm accelerating, nothing, and then then it engages. Whoa, a little bit close to the tree there. So I'm not going too fast because I'm struggling to deal with my clutch, and it's making me go a little bit all over the place. But my aim with today wasn't really about speed. I'm trying to just practice the cornering, so I'm just really trying to keep a steady pace, and I think I'm doing all right. I feel quite confident on this kind of single trail. I'm sure you watch the faster guys and they're just crazy fast, but I feel like I'm improving on this kind of stuff, and I'm very happy with my progress. But as you can see, this is just hero dirt, perfect. There's no roots, there's no rocks. It's super fast, super flowy. You can see so far ahead. There is almost never a reason to be looking down at the dirt. You can just look off into the distance. But I remember Jesse saying that this is one of his places that he used to come to just practice, because it is so open, and you can see so far ahead, and you can just practice really staring ahead. And I feel like I was able to practice that, and I was having an absolute blast riding through this place. It's so good. It was quite quiet. Oh, they've improved the car park as well. The car park's massively improved. It's huge now. I swear, the car park on the left-hand side is probably as big as the car park on the right-hand side. So that's wonderful. It was basically full by the afternoon. I got here quite early. It was 9 o'clock. I started riding. And I rode till like 3. I was pretty tired by then. I did 67. Oh, there you go. So that was an example. That was one of the crashes where the corner just blew out underneath me. Maybe my riding position was bad. Looking back at it in slow motion, you could already see that I was losing it going through the corner. And then when I was losing it going through the corner and then went over the berm just that I was going over gave out, and then I fell down. Yeah, so today I rode not 67, 47 kilometers today. And I did the whole single trail, which is only about like 15k, and then I did a little bit more coming back and forth to this area. And in this area, this is the first loop, but I basically did like a lot of turns, and I was going left and left and left and left and left and left in like this kind of pattern, because what I noticed was I'm really bad at turning, and I need to get better at doing it. And I also wanted to practice standing and being further back and moving back and forth on the bike. So I didn't film a huge amount of this because it's really boring. I do have a lot of footage, but just scrubbing through it, it's just me going round and round and round in circles. But what I was practicing, this is like my first left and my first right turn. So you can see I'm like not really doing anything. I'm not moving around very dynamically. Move forward a bit. Struggling to go around corners. Oh yeah, this is like my very first one. I'm figuring out where I want to go for my turns. But yeah, what I was practicing was attack position, like from this point here to this point here. Not on this turn, but in general. Brake as hard as I can with my front and rear and try to not stall. That's really hard. I keep stalling, I guess, because I just stamp the rear and don't think about it, and that's obviously it's not good. You're not in control. I'm skidding, and I just lock up the rear and stall the engine. And then sit on the front of the thing and try and drive around a tight corner, a tight turn, and then do the gradual turn whilst I'm basically hanging off, like weight the outside peg and just try and lean the bike over and go around the corner. But there's no berm, so it feels like I'm riding on a flat track. So the bike's squirreling around all over the place. But I felt like it was really good to practice. This is after like, I don't know. So in this area, I actually did 27k round and round in circles. I kept going basically until I took a few breaks, obviously, throughout, because obviously 27k going around in circles is pretty extreme. But my legs were burning, just like really trying to weight the outside peg and get a little bit more confident through the cornering. When the camera was off, I felt like I rode better, and then I got like anxiety performance or something, because like when the camera was off and I did a few laps, I was like, yeah, I nailed every corner. Like that one, I probably put my foot down or something. It was quite slow going around in a circle, but there was times where I was like going round, and then I could like blast it, and I was like nailing it through the corner. I felt like a goddamn hero. It was amazing. Like, you know, good old, not too much power slide, but you know, you can feel the back like really like digging in, like going into the corner. Like I sit like not before the corner, I sit here and then you shoot around the corner. I turn the camera on, instantly just can't do it again. I get like one corner where I'm like, oh, that was kind of alright. The rest sucked. But hey, whatever. I was practicing. Hopefully I'll remember something. I need to practice more. There's just, I think that's what I love about this. I just go out and practice and practice and practice, and I do enjoy the practice. I really enjoy it. So yeah, there was lots of other people riding around today, so I had to be a little bit careful. But you know what? It's so open here. I wasn't worried about anything happening, and yeah, you can hear people coming from a mile away as well.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, you can see. I'm just like commenting on myself. That was terrible. So I clearly either put my foot down, or I think I lost it and put my foot down.
Not bad.
I was happier with that. Said not bad. Oh, that was the sum of my practice. But anyways, yeah, it's my anniversary next week, so I won't be riding then. Go celebrate and eat lots of tasty food. And that'll do for this week. See ya.